I'm Ria Harrison and I'm from Hamilton.
I'm Samuel Harrison, I'm her husband, support person, and I'm from Hamilton too.
My experience on the Heru Hapu Mama program, it's been a really interesting experience and it's been a really cool journey to sort of go through ups and downs. The quit smoking was alongside of everything. Also learning a lot about our culture. I really liked the content in the Digibar. They were really empowering and uplifting as well. Yeah, and you got a lot of valuable knowledge from it. I feel connected to my baby a lot more and this quit smoking journey. It was a bit different with baby because baby came very early through the program and we're up at NICU, so it comes with its own stresses being in the hospital, but at the same time it was that extra support because you want to be as healthy as you can for your baby. It was something to do while I'm sitting up there in the hospital, watching the Digiwa or talking to the girls on the Facebook page, and just having that support and being able to ask questions with like everybody who's on there, like Kelly and Ra. They were able to help navigate us through a lot of difficult situations that you wouldn't run into if you were at home. Attending the wānanga is always fun, and you know there's going to be awesome food, so that's a bonus. But seeing the girls face to face and getting the positive feedback for how good you've been doing and being able to check yourself, it helps you along the way. It gives you the incentive to keep going.
I've tried quit smoking programs before. I've had them offered, come to my house and offer, and I've also attended quit smoking support groups. And I have to say, even though this program isn't for males, this actual one, I probably felt more support here in this program than I have in any smoking program that I've even been to, even though I'm not even the candidate. Just walking in and getting everyone being a tāne here, but getting all the wahine look at you, and as good as I want to know how they're doing, they want to know how good I'm doing, and it's very uplifting, it is. First meeting, she asked me to come as a support person. For some reason, I'm a smoker, so I thought that I wasn't kind of included, so I actually chose not to come. The second meeting, I opened up a bit and I decided to come along as a support person. Without saying anything, I actually enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it for my own journey. This last journey here, I was getting my wife out of bed to ask her to come. Out of this whole experience, the only thing I've felt, how you could have a male's version of this, because it's based around hapu wānanga. But I'm sure there's something that could be done to make males feel as important as the people are here, because yeah, they definitely feel valued. And when you're valued, it makes the journey a lot easier. If there was a place like this that just gave out a positive vibe, that allows women or people to come and just be told you're okay, you know, and you're just doing your journey. And I heard there's another one starting in a couple of weeks, so I'll see if I can find time to come and hang out with that one too. Nah. We'll see how we go, but no, it's been amazing. It's been cool.
Kia ora relations, welcome to the official introduction to Heru and Hapu Mama 2021. Join me as I take you through the most quietly talked about Indigenous innovation for Hapu Mama in the world. I am going to be sharing for the first time exactly what Heru and Hapu Mama is, how it works and what we've been able to achieve so far. Now, there is some tikanga. On this live, we invite you to drop your whakaaro o pātai, thoughts and comments below the live stream. The language we use, however, is the same as if your kuia kraua were sitting next to you, so please be mindful of others in the comments. The intention for today is to inform and uplift. We will do our best to respond to you all. Today I will be showcasing different Māori models of practice, pūrākau and tikanga, that are used in the program. Now, there are variances to these, rerekētanga. You may have another understanding of it, and the really cool thing about being Māori is that all of them are correct. So get comfortable, flick the kettle on, make yourself a cuppa, and let's get into it. You may have to step out of your everyday thinking and join me for a bit of a hikoi. I promise it's not scary, but it will be interesting and hopefully beneficial. Let's start off with our karakia before we go any further. Tuia te wairua, tuia te tinana, kia hono te herenga tangata, kia hono ki te kairua, aio.
We live in a changing world. Our small country has led the way to change. We were the first to give women the vote, the first to become nuclear free, and now we can be the first to be smoke free. We have knowledge and technology like no other generation before us, with everything at our fingertips. So why choose cigarettes? We know the risks, and we need your help to achieve our goal and lead the way to change. Let's be proud to be Kiwis. Let's make New Zealand smoke-free.
Firstly, we have to acknowledge the national campaign, Smoke Free Aotearoa New Zealand 2025, that has been going for years, and despite it cooling down for a bit, we know that we need to warm things up to achieve such an aspiration, and Kairua made the commitment by formulating cool stuff that matters to assist this kaupapa. Also, we have to acknowledge all the hard work and mahi that organisations, services, local community groups and whānau have been doing over the years to get us to this very point. He mihi rawa atu kia koutou. Taking a look at what we have achieved so far from everyone's contributions, we now have to look at what we are going to do next. One thing we can all agree on is that there is no positive ending to long-term smoking. So the narrative of getting people to quit by pushing hard messages has achieved some part of what we are trying to do, but we also need to be looking at other ways. We don't have to be so heavy on the negative effects of smoking, as you know them already. This is a collective understanding. But there is something in the mind that continues to warrant behaviour to purposely harm oneself. That part is where we decided to go and ask ourselves, what can we do?
Kia ora, my name is Huria. I am 33 years old.
Kia ora, I'm midwife, I'm 36, and we are from Waikato and Ngātiawa, and we are both going to be mamas. I didn't know what to expect. Everything was advertised really awesomely on the Facebook page, and I just really couldn't wait getting here and seeing other hapu mama. I am not able to have tamariki. I have a broken whare tangata, and I come to the stage where I am wanting children.
It made sense for us. As a whānau, there's only two of us, however we've got so many cousins and stuff like that who say those are our siblings, but in actual fact it's just us two. So I'm the only one that can have kids, and what better way to be able to give thanks to my sister than to gift her with a taonga.
So I started smoking when I was 11 years old, and kind of carried on through to this year. Yeah, I'm now 36. Very long time smoking.
I was the same. We started at the same time. I was 9 years old when I discovered that she was smoking. So I blackmailed her. She gave me a smoke to shut my mouth, and we've been smoking ever since. I want to be able to give up smoking and make sure that this taonga is going to be in the best condition that I could possibly give baby, and to be able to hand it over to my sister.
Well, I've decided to quit smoking so that this baby that I'm going to receive has a better chance in life, so that the environment she comes into is clean and healthy.
It was so beautiful, and the bonus was our taonga that we received, and you don't see that very often, that you get rewarded for being hapu. Normally you get shamed upon for being happy, but, so it made me feel really, really good about being happy.
It's amazing. It's an amazing resource. I mean, it reminds me of the stories that my nan used to tell me about when she, back in those days, was giving birth. And they didn't have education. They had narratives from when they were growing up, and to come through a European way of birthing and raising children to, again, going back to using mātauranga Māori.
I know with our culture, within our culture, we have sort of developed our own way of thinking of what our culture is. We're hoary, we are this, we are that, and it's a stigma that we can't sort of, we've been trying to get out of. And I think that with this program, it's helped to find our inner Māoritanga so that we are able to develop within ourselves rather than the stigma of what people say we are. It was amazing. Through this pregnancy, it's made me really emotional, and that actually did make me feel really emotional just seeing it. It was like the birth of my new beginning.
What is Here and Hapu Mama? Wow. Here and Hapu Mama is a program that runs over a duration of 6 weeks, where the focus on Indigenous maternal, mental and physical wellbeing is primary. There is a core focus on cessation education. However, smoking is not the star of the program. We were very honoured to run this pilot alongside 90 Māori Hapu Mama, and 60 of them were just in this last intake. Each required to have their own email account, Facebook, be a current smoker, have a cellular phone and number, be 18 years or older, and have access to the internet and be living in Waikato. We found that our mothers, our young wahine, who are the gateway of humanity and the holders of the most ancient of all homes, did not view themselves in that respect. This has been a difficult piece of kai to swallow, but in our data, it was showing up unapologetically. So weaving multiple threads of empowerment, connection, and methods to process past trauma, grief, and loss was done by looking back to what our ancestors had left us. I'll touch more on this later on. We decided to weave together a tapestry of kaupapa that would result in meaningful change, and being smoke-free during pregnancy was one of them. What developed was a community and an experience that empowered a person to make change, and then that change was backed up with clear pathways to action in the comfort of their own, or with each other in this program. Let's take a look at what happened.
My experience in Here Hapu Mama has been amazing. I think it's a great kaupapa for everyone, not just people that mamas who smoke, but mamas in general. You learn a lot about yourself, and I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, you want to quit smoking for health reasons, for baby, but I don't think everyone has enough confidence in yourself being the main reason as well. Digiwa helped, that was cool. Just wanting to learn more about myself and putting myself into my header and wearing it with pride rather than just as an accessory. So for example, our pepe hair and stuff, it's like I feel like I got my back's covered. It's cool. I feel like I've just got everyone behind me, really, support. It's hard to find people that are going through the same things as you, in the same stages. The mamas having their babies and the ones to be and coming, and having Kelly there and stuff, and Ra. Just the help, ongoing support is really good. My maternal well-being has improved because I've become more aware of who I am as a person, what I'm capable of as a woman. I just feel a lot more confident.
I think being as someone that's there to tautoko her as well, I've been to a few of them with UNLA, and I don't have any tamariki of my own. And, you know, I haven't even experienced pregnancy or that journey, but being able to come with her and learn about it as someone who hasn't been there yet has also been beneficial from my side. Even if you're not hapu, it's so cool to come to. But yeah, I've learned a lot from it. It's been so cool coming to watch her, being there to support her throughout her journey as well, and seeing from where she started to where you are now. You know, like you blew a 4 now.
Yeah,
so
I've had 3 babies prior to this, and I've learned so much on this course. So,
and just understanding the why behind everything and how everything works helps you become more independent to grow better and do better for you and your own whānau, I think, as well. So it's been really awesome. It's such a cool.
I recommend it to everybody.
Tekanga is the base model we use in Heru and Hapu Mama. It allows for an enhanced experience for individuals or whānau to be introduced, engaged, and participate in a journey of learning. Transformation through education is the key part to success for achieving your own aspirations. Tekanga is a fusion of technology and tikanga to support Indigenous innovation. Ki Hono is a Kairua innovation that was aimed at supporting those who are currently in the field and are working with people who identify as smokers. Smoking has been pushed into a vast majority of health services. However, many of them are unable to deliver past the referral process. We wanted to make this process effortless and simple by having the person wanting the service to be able to access us at a time that was most convenient to them. They simply hover over the kihono, complete the easy registration form online, and a follow-up response is sent with an appropriate next steps. Urutomo not only looks good and can create interests of curiosity for some, but we created this to replace the static display of pamphlets. By simply tapping your phone on the Kairua medallion, it gives you instant access to the promotion of the program and the hyperlink to register. Not only does it cut down costs of printing for a service, but you can change the content of your urutomo at your own leisure. The tekanga used in this program here is limitless. Social media is a multi-purpose handy tool. We used it for the promotion to recruit and as the headquarters for the program. It was easier for everyone to take this approach. Closed groups were created to facilitate discussions, share experiences and thoughts, and to deliver certain aspects of the program. What makes social media such a useful tool is the accessibility for both participant and facilitator. Everyone already knows how to navigate this space, and they come confident in using this medium. We found that people responded 3 times faster to a Facebook notification than to an email or text.
Kia ora tātou, ko Dee Cleaver toku ingoa. My name is Dee. I am a midwife. I've worked in the community and I am also a midwifery educator at Wintec, teaching in the midwifery degree. The benefits of having a midwife are so many. The midwife walks alongside the hapu mama and her whānau in their pregnancy journey. She supports them with information sharing. She meets the woman and the whānau where they're at and hears their stories. She supports, nurtures, guides. She is the kaitiaki or the guardian of normal birth. She upholds the woman's choices. She upholds her mana. She negotiates and navigates external healthcare systems and helps the hapu mama and her whānau negotiate that space. She attends them in their labour and birthing as they welcome their pepe earthside and then cares for them along that postnatal journey. So it's a relationship that evolves and sustains, and it is such a privilege and a blessing. It means moving in the sacred space of haputanga. It means journeying alongside a hapu mama and their whānau throughout that whole process. It means guardianship. It means, for me, it's a calling. I feel like I've been called to being a midwife. It becomes a lifestyle. It enriches you so deeply. It's about deep connection, and it's just such an aroha-filled profession. There are some common misconceptions around being a midwife and midwifery. One of the first ones is that you have to be a nurse before you become a midwife. That is not true. There are two pathways. You can be a nurse and then become a midwife by doing the midwifery degree, or you can go straight into the midwifery degree with no previous nursing experience. There's also a misconception that midwives don't transfer hapu mama in labour and birth from a home birth or a birth centre because they don't get paid if they go to the hospital. This is not true at all. Midwifery care and maternity care is free no matter where you choose to birth for residents of Aotearoa. If you are a non-resident, then that is different, but there is some belief out there that you have to pay to birth at the birth centre or the hospital. Not at all. The other thing I wanted to touch on is that it is important for hapu mama to know that they have complete body autonomy and sovereignty, and it is a myth when women will say, I was allowed to, or will they allow me to, because you make all the choices that are right for you and yourself. Probably one of the biggest challenges for midwives right now is pay parity and being overworked. The importance of having meaningful collaborative relationships with other health providers in our community is vital for midwives. I think one of the things that we need to look at doing is making sure that midwives are well aware of all the services that each organisation can provide. If midwives had a liaison person that they could contact so they knew who to go to within that organisation, because sometimes you don't know where to go to ask for help. So it's about knowing what help is out there, where to go, and having consultation with each other to make sure that we provide wraparound services for whānau in the community. Ensuring that we know the proper processes and the availability of services in community means that we can keep the mama and the whānau at the centre of care. We can provide continuity of care within midwifery services and then community services when we are able to collaborate well. Because midwives hold the hauora of mama and whānau so highly, we sometimes find ourselves doing things that are outside the normal expectations of midwifery because we will do whatever we need to do to ensure well-being. If we have access to knowing what is available in our community organisations and how to access that for whānau, what we're able to do is make sure that whānau are accessing these services in an appropriate manner, which will free us up to focus just on our midwifery. Kia ora, I am Dee Cleaver, practising midwife and midwifery educator at Wintec.
Wānanga is a cultural space of learning that is led by tikanga Māori. All wānanga have an opening and closing process that is done using karakia. Whakawhanaungatanga, aroha ki te tangata are values that are used amongst many others during this time of learning. The environment can play a role in this space, but not be limited to just the physical things. It is about creating an atmosphere that nurtures the individual and the collective simultaneously. Kai holds mana and plays a key role in the tikanga processes of manaaki towards our manuhiri. Food is used in the cultural process to whakanoa or to make peace. Kai has always played a significant role in the bringing of people together. It also reflects the mana and commitment of the hosts and their ability to care and be trusted to their participants. This can result in the commitment and dedication from your manuhiri, or in this case, our participants. It is easy for Hiro and Hapu Mama to support other service providers through this method, to create a positive experience for both service user and service provider. CO2 testing was done at every face-to-face wānanga. Facebook livestream is used to ensure that all participants are able to learn, attend, and ask their questions. Group sessions have always been available to those who could make the time and place. Now participants have the hassle-free option to tune in and participate at the time that best suits them. That's what I call whānau-centred service. Hiru and Hapu Mama provides a series of digiwa, digital wānanga, that hosts Māori practitioners from different iwi across Aotearoa. The Māori practitioners featured in digiwa are considered experts by their communities in their individual respective fields. They cover the philosophy of the hiru, dealing with loss, grief and trauma, overcoming cravings with cooking, breathing and stretching techniques, meditation, reflective thinking, composing oriori, using kai to counter boredom or idle hands, and using karakia to meditate, finding the right support through their own runanga using paonga within, and harnessing skills and passion to create purpose. This is delivered to all participants in the form of a 3-part series. Our mama received a jijiwa on the alternative weeks of wānanga. They are able to learn in the comfort of their own home and at the time that best accommodates them.
Kia ora, ko Melissa Edwardson toku ingoa. No te waimanau, ko maina puatu te maina, ko taurana te awa, ko mātātu te waka, ko taratara te marae, ko Ngātiriri te hapu, ko tūhua te iwi. Ko tēnei takitāni, ko Anthony Edwardson, no te whakatohia naitai. My experience on this journey has been uplifting, amazing, and being able to sit with like-minded mama and their support people, being able to just increase my confidence and being able to participate with my tāne has been awesome.
We've always been together and we don't live together, so at least I know that she's got good support. I find it hard being apart from her, but it's got to be done for the meantime.
Yeah, and thanks to this we've been able to bond.
Yeah.
So through this program we've actually, this journey not just be smoke free, but for us to just, bond and actually...
It's hard to say goodbye.
Yeah. With our other 2 children, there's a 16-year gap between our baby and this one. Yeah, it just feels we're ready, and the information that's been provided is new. And I think this might be our first baby where we've actually been able to think about how it's going to be raised. I don't know.
First plan.
Maybe because I don't have so much smoke in my mind. But first year, he talked about it with men.
Oh, you actually going to those things? Yeah. You must have asked me, so okay, it's a partnership that we can both go. So it's not just the, and we can hear about things with the smoking, like how the smoking harm the baby, stuff like that. I didn't even know about that.
You've got all the taona that help to assist you to learn the different tools of your hapitanga. I think it's been easy too, because I can actually talk about what we're learning and share the kōrero with my friends, my family, and just my midwife that I just met, and she's all about it. If we didn't come to this, Anthony wouldn't have reconnected with whānau. That we talk about all the time now when we go drive home. It's always like, I remember. Yeah. So there's just so many benefits to doing this Hiru Hapu Mama program. Man, I'd just love to come here every fortnight and just say, I wouldn't change anything with the program. I've enjoyed it. It's a safe environment. It's uplifting. I actually have never worn a hiru. And I'm from Tūhoe, where they got everything, but I love it. It's uplifting. It's just, good for your soul and to help you through your smoke-free journey with your pepe. Join the wave. Join the vibe of the tribe.
Hiru is the centre alongside the mama of this program. Through its capabilities, our mama were able to make a cultural step to develop and learn more about who they are as wahine, but what has been left for them by their tupuna, as the program is based on tupuna kōrero that belongs to everyone.
From midnight to night, we bunker down for 4 weeks to try and stop the virus in its tracks and to try to break the chain. Make no mistake, this will get worse before it gets better. We will have a lag and cases will increase for the next week, or actually more, Mr. Speaker. Then we'll begin to know how successful we have been. I am fully aware that we have moved with huge speed. No other country in the world has moved to these measures with no deaths and infections at their level that we have. We currently have 5 people in our hospitals, none in ICUs or needing ventilators at this stage. But we have no time to waste.
COVID-19 has taught us of the importance to think ahead. It motivated us to innovate, and despite the stresses that it has caused, it has pushed us to go beyond the norm and aim to new heights. We have been able to develop, test and trial a model that has the capabilities to continue through a global pandemic. There is the potential for future lockdowns, and Hiru and Hapu Mama will have the ability to remain a high-functioning service of care to our people. This is great for service contingency plans. Lockdown has also impacted heavily on small businesses across Aotearoa, and we truly pride ourselves by having the type of thinking behind the model that brings them into the fold to offer their own products or services whilst contributing to the well-being of those in their respective communities.
Kia ora everyone, my name is Donna Williams and I'm the creator of Gumdrops Desserts here in Hamilton, New Zealand. It's such a privilege to be able to work in with the community, and the main motivation for me there is the community has supported us so much since we started our store in Frankton, and the challenges that we went through to open our store, and then in the days and months that have followed, we've been truly blessed by our community, so it's a bit of giving back on our part. I've had the opportunity recently to share our recipe for success, and really what it's about is it's taking something that we all have grown up with, our recipes, our desserts, and bringing them together and making them really accessible for people. And I guess for us, that is our way of making life a little bit sweeter.
Hiru and Hapu Mama is an Indigenous innovation that has been put together to awhi, in addition to what everyone else is already doing. This service here and this program, paired with its resources, has the capabilities to support and awhi what you're already doing in the field. We know that you are doing amazing work, and we are happy to tautoko. In conclusion of the Hiru and Hapu Mama project, our mama achieved phenomenal measures. 54 out of 60 who successfully quit and remained quit through the program, blowing 5 ppm or lower on their final CO2 tests. It has been a fantastic journey and an experience beyond measure to walk alongside all of these talented, loving, fierce and empowering mama and their whānau. We would like to thank the Ministry of Health, Lee Sturgis and Tony Brown for seeing potential in the work that we do. Our buddies over at Pinnacle Health, Selena Batt and Jacob Taipa and the team for the ongoing awhi at all our wānanga. To the hapu of Huiterangiora Marae for hosting us all, he mihi aroha kia koutou. To whānau Awhina Plunkett, we would like to thank you for delivering the importance of equity by also hosting the kaupapa and contributing energy, time and effort to support those who truly need it. And to all the nannies, aunties, dads, cousins that came to support in making such an experience for everyone, thank you so much. We hope to bring Hiru and Hapu Mama to the rest of the country and to the world. We have a saying or mantra in Hiru and Hapu Mama, and it goes a little something like this. Ka hure tō whakaaro, ka hure te ao. Change your thinking, change the world. Kia ora Relations, feel free to contact Kairua with any interests and with any pātai. You can also get yourself a full copy of the latest research report of Hiru and Hapu Mama 2021 by simply emailing info@kairua.co.nz.